we have Stephanie, the fisher lady. Then there's Kirsten, the fish.
And we have the speaker,
Hannah!
The Fish by Elizabeth Bishop. I caught a tremendous fish and held him beside the boat, half out of water, with my hook fast in the corner of his mouth. He didn't fight. He didn't fight at all. He hung a grunting weight, battered and venerable and homely.
Gosh, this is an ugly fish.
Here and there his brown skin hung in strips like ancient wallpaper, and its pattern of darker brown was like wallpaper. Shapes like full-blown roses, stained and lost through age. He was speckled with barnacles, fine rosettes of lime, and infested with tiny sea lice. And underneath 2 or 3 rags of green weed hugged down, with his gills were breathing in the terrible oxygen, and frightening gills. Fresh and crisp with blood, they can cut so badly. I thought of coarse white flesh packed in like feathers, the big bones and the little bones, the dramatic reds and blacks of his shiny entrails, and the pink swim bladder, like a big peony. I looked into his eyes, which were far larger than mine, but shallower and yellowed, the irises backed and packed from tarnished tinfoil seen through the lens of an old scratched isinglass. They shifted a little, but not to return my stare. It's no more like tipping that of an object toward the light. I admired his sullen face, the mechanism of his jaw, and then I saw that from his lower lip, if you could call it a lip, grim, wet, and weapon-like, hung 5 old pieces of fishing line, or 4 and a wire leader, while the swivel was attached, with all their 5 big hooks grown firmly in his mouth, a green line frayed at the end where he broke it, 2 heavier lines and a fine black thread, still crimped from the strain and snap when it broke and he got away. Like metals with their ribbons, frayed and wavering, a 5-haired beard of wisdom trailing from his aching jaw. I stared and stared, and victory filled up my little rented boat. From the pool of Blige, where oil had spread a rainbow around the rusted engine, to the Baylor rusted orange, the oarlocks on their strings, the sun-cracked thwarts and gunnels, until everything was rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. And I let him fish go. This poem symbolizes the connection between the woman fishing and the fish, how they both struggled through life, went through so many trials, and had almost given up. They no longer fought, but in the end, they were both free. They were free to live as they liked, to do what they pleased, and to live in happiness, continuing on with whatever they may desire.
yeah. Okay. Me and this.
Oh, okay. Let's just not use the paddle. So, Fish by Elizabeth Bishop. I caught a tremendous fish and held him beside the boat, half out of water, with my hook fast in the corner of his mouth. He didn't fight, not at all. Oh.
Oh God.
What?
I can't get this
Ah! This poem symbolizes the connection between the woman fishing and the fish. Why are you laughing?